Hello, pumpkins! So today I had the privilege to talk to one very wise person who just came up to me and asked me, what about my future? I quitted the university and what do I plan to do next? And at first I felt like, it's such one of those many questions I get. Like, so many people are asking me, what's next? What are you planning to do? How can you quit university? No perspectives and anything. And I felt just like, cool, I have to answer the same thing again. So I just said, I will be going to Spain. That's my plan. That's my plan, to go to Spain and study the language. I want to use Helpex. It's the website when you exchange like your service and they give you like accommodation and food, and that is how the exchange works, and many people use it, and it's cool because you don't have to pay for accommodation and food, which is how expensive abroad, and you just don't have to pay for it. So you don't need money, really, like that much money to travel. You basically actually only need money to pay for like public transport and for the plane ticket, so you don't need a lot of money to go there when you use Helpex, what is very good. And I decided I will go to Spain like this, using Helpex to study the language and just find the new culture, and live in there for maybe a year or something. And that was the idea. And after Spain I wanted to go to another country, to Italy, then to France, then to United Kingdom, my fairy kingdom of beautiful kingdoms. And that was to be my plan for the closest future, for a few next years. And then that really wise person asked me, but do you see anything apart from that, any other future? Do you see anything beyond, or do you try not looking at it? Because I can see that you're, I think, a very entangled person. Aren't you a little lost in all this? And I just wanted to cry so bad in that moment. Like, how did she know it? I never talked to her like seriously, like we only exchanged some words, some smiles. She's lovely, I always knew that, but I never knew that she can actually know me, like just from looking at me. Like, how can she know? And she said I seem to be a person very entangled in all this, a person who doesn't really know what to do with her life, and a person who is just lost, who can make no decisions, who doesn't know what next. And then she asked me, don't you think that Spain will be a runaway for you? Don't you think it's not a dream that you want to fulfill? Don't you think it's not an accomplishment? It's not to learn a language, it's not to meet a culture, it's just to run away from here, where you don't know what to do with your life. That's what she said, and I just realized she's right. She's simply right. I'm here, and I quitted the university because I know it's not my thing. But what I am constantly repeating to everyone around is that I don't want no job, I don't want no family, I don't want no studying. And it's all because I am afraid, because I don't know how to settle down, because I don't know what is my thing, because I can't make up my mind, because I know nothing of studying, nothing of job, nothing of family is my thing. I know these aren't my things, and I don't want to try them. I don't want to live by them, because I know they're not for me. And so I decided to run away. She's so right. It's not that I want to travel, it's not that I want to study the language. It's just that I don't want to be here to make up my mind about what is that I want to do. I want to stop, I want to freeze this moment in how it is right now. Without studying, without family, without job. I just want to be, and be happy and be peaceful and not have to do anything. That's what I want. That's what I want for myself. That's why I want to go to Spain. And that is run away. I don't know if that's good or not. I doubt it is, because running away from something will always end up having to do it anyways. Because I can't use HelpX till I'm 80, like till I'm 80 years old. I can't do that. Eventually I will have to find a job. I will have to have a house. And I will not be able to do that without money. And money comes from job. And job comes from experience or studying. And if I'm not getting experience now, if I'm not studying now, then how am I supposed to get it? How am I supposed to survive through life? And I don't know that. I just don't know that. I have no idea. I have no clue. I don't want that. I'm so scared. So scared of doing any move that I have never made ever before. And even though Spain is a thing I've never done ever before, just the same as job or family or money, anything is, Spain is a runaway. Spain is running away from making the decision. It's a stop during which I don't have to decide. I don't have to be here and settle down. I don't have to be here and collect money to pay for an apartment, to do anything. I don't have to think of the future when I'm running away. I'm running away from the future, from deciding about the future. I quitted the university, probably not because it was not suitable for me. Probably not because I was lazy and didn't want to study, but because I was afraid for it to be my future. That very wise person I talked to today said, "Aren't you afraid to grow up? Aren't you still a child and you don't want to be adult? Isn't it like this?" I think it is. I think it is, you know. Because it's not that I can't study. I can study when I push myself to do it. Like, when I push myself to study, I study. And English. You've got to prove I studied English so well that I got to speak in it quite properly, I think. I can do it when I want to. And I always wanted to study French. But I quitted the University of French Studies. It makes no sense, does it? I was studying something I wanted to study, and yet I quit it. But I don't think I quit it because I did not like it. I don't think I really quit it because I did not like the form, because I had to study some other subjects. I mean, I went through school. I went through primary school, through secondary school, through high school, passing every single year. Maybe not the best I could, but passing it every single time. But it's probably just that I did not want it to grow up. And university means growing up. It means you have to deal with things. It means you have to study. It means you have to put yourself to do it, start it, finish it, prepare to exams, pass the exams, and do it every single year throughout all the years that you are about to be studying. It means adulthood. It means you are responsible for your actions. It means you have a future in front of you. It means you have something, you have a base. You have, in that example of mine, French. So you can be a teacher, you can translate, you can do many things with that. You have a base. It's how adulthood starts. From getting education. I mean, in some cases. I didn't want to get education, not because I was lazy. Not because I don't find it suitable for myself, but because I'm afraid to grow up. It makes a lot of sense, you know. It does. It makes seriously so much sense. I never thought of it that way. maybe I was trying to hide it. Maybe I was trying to hide it very hard. Telling myself I don't like it at the university, that it's not for me, and that I want to go to Spain, to travel, to make my dreams come true. But the fact is, I just want to run away from here, run away from responsibilities, run away from the adult life. Because deep inside, not deep inside, I always knew it. I always knew I'm a child. When somebody calls me ma'am or madam or miss, and I'm like, I'm just Jenny. I'm just Jenny. I don't feel like an adult. I don't want to feel like an adult. I hate it when people treat me as an adult, because I am not. I can't deal with things myself. I always need help from people when I have to do something, because I can't manage. I can't manage to do things. Everything is so complicated for me when I have to do something. I always have to ask for help to like my dad or somebody, because I simply can't do it myself. I am a child. When somebody tells me, but you're an adult, and I'm like, no, I am not. I am not. And I think I was not entirely aware of it, like of the power it has over me, the childness of mine, that it is so strong that I am not able to grow up. I don't know how. I don't want to. I'm so scared of it. I am still a child and they want me to be an adult. And it's so difficult for me. I don't know how to get through this. So I run away. It really is like this. I'm so glad I talked to that very wise person. Thank you to her, because it's amazing how she was able to see that in me, even though I was not able to see that in me. And I'm so thankful that she said it, that she said it to me, and she let me know who I am and how I am, and that maybe what I am trying to do is not really good for me, because maybe I should just grow up. But maybe, only maybe, I shall try what I have now. I shall go to Spain, check how it works, and decide for the later future. Later. I don't know. I can try it. I can see if it works. I'm not even sure I want to grow up. I like being a child, you know. I like it's pretty fun. Even though it's very complicated sometimes, because people treat you like an adult while you are obviously not an adult. Like this is the only issue, that people think you're an adult, but you're not. And they treat you like an adult even though you're not. That's like the only problem with being a child at the age of 20. Yeah. So that's just that, you know. That's just that. That I am a child and I am not making good decisions. I am just running away. Running away from responsibilities, girl. And it's quite a messy video, because I don't know what to do with it. I have not made up my mind about anything. I'm just saying what that wise person told me, and I'm saying what I think about it and how I feel about it. Therefore, I just encourage you to thumbs this video up if you liked it and stalk me by clicking the subscribe button. Adios!